Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. Excuse me. I am Shine, and this is going to be the March reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And please be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus so that you can get more messages. Also keep in mind that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you'd like a personal reading, all of the information is below. Well, my voice is kind of wonky. Like I'm struggling to get out my words. Trouble speaking, and maybe that I'm picking up on the energy of what's here because we'll get to the top, but there's a lot of swords, which is a lot of mental energy going on here, a lot of thinking, a lot of decision making, a lot of clarity, and but we'll get to that. But maybe that's why I'm like struggling to get my words out. I've changed the spreads up for the monthlies just to give something new and fresh. And what we have here, hold on because I wrote it down. I haven't quite gotten used to the setup yet. This is the overall theme of what you're dealing with for the month of March. This is Spirit's advice for you in regards to this. This is why it's happening. This is your current feelings or mood in regards to the situation, like what your energy is. What is the higher self or the higher spirit message involved here? Which is kind of like the wisdom. Here we have your advice. Here we have what is challenging you. So this is also advice on how to get through it. And this is the outcome, or the possible outcome, or what you should be working towards, or what could happen if you follow the advice, do what you need to do. Now, as I spoke here about in March, there's a lot of thinking going on, which is kind of what we've been seeing as a theme here. It's kind of like people are in decision mode because they've gained an awareness, they've gained an aha moment, they're seeing things from a different perspective perhaps than they were before. Because it's a result of what's transpired, how things have gone, how they've behaved or thought or spoke or reacted to situations, what their role was. Like it's kind of they're going through, or you're going through your aha moment here. Because like I said, there's a lot of swords energy. The first card we have is the Ace of Winter. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately amazing new ideas that should be implemented. And then we have the King of I gotta use this camera. The King of Spring. Innovative, wise, inspiring, theatrical. A financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. And then we have the Five of Spring. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. And then we have the Ten of Winter, which is the Ten of Swords, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off of your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. This is also the end of a difficult time. Did I say that? Or it says the end of an addiction, but it's again, the resolution of difficulties, painful situations. Usually 10 of Swords is the guy laying there with all the 10 swords in his back. It's like overkill. It's usually a card that symbolizes betrayal, or something that was really painful. And then we have the Prince of Winter, which is the Page of Swords. Intellectual, determined, focused, and impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden and unexpected changes. And then we have the Two of Winter, which is the Two of Swords. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Again, it's like head or heart decisions. It's usually the traditional card is the woman sitting there with the two swords crossed over her chest and the blindfold on. It's because she's needing to gain clarity in a situation in order to make a choice, a head or heart choice. And then your overall advice for this is don't stop. And I'm going to read from there, and I'm going to go into more detail of these cards here. So basically, the Ace of Winter is the Ace of Swords. It's about clarity. It's about truth or seeking truth. It's about wisdom. It's a card of victory as well. It's a card where the situation, whose potential is a double-edged sword, because the traditional card is the hand holding, the big sword, and one side of the sword is a little ragged, and the other side there's the leaf on there which shows us something good. So it's like it's a double-edged sword where if you cut something out or you end one thing or one way of thinking, or it could lead to better, but it's like bittersweet, I don't know if I'm relaying that right. It's about tapping into the potential of the sword, the wielder of the sword, so that it's beneficial for the greater good, like whatever choice that you make. It's strength of heart, mind, and will. It's having insight and clarity. Again, the aha moment. It's a breakthrough. It's a broader understanding or a new view. It's cutting to the heart of the matter. It's a time to act, to accomplish one's goals. It's new ideas, inspiration, creative vision. Again, it's seeking truth, justice. It's intellect, reasoning, and strength. And then we have the King of Spring, which is the King of Wands. Now, this is, you could be embodying this energy. It's, fire energy, life, creativity, strength, drive, a drive to move forward against all obstacles. It's taking an idea and running for it. It's being a natural-born leader. Again, it's being a visionary, setting goals and sticking to them to ensure that you can make it happen. It's not a person who's all talk and no action. It's they talk and they act. And they embrace challenges because they enjoy the growth that comes with them. Challenges. They take initiative. Again, they're passionate, they're compassionate, goal-oriented, future-looking. And it's also an opportunity to take on a challenge, but you're the determining factor on what happens. Again, it's people's free will choices. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is usually on the traditional card, it's minor conflict. So again, this could be internal conflict or conflict with people in your surroundings or being at odds with other people. But again, it's minor. It's, things that can be overcome. Fives also symbolize change. It's being challenged on one's point of view. It's arguing but not listening, like not taking both people. It's one-sided thought process as well. which, you know, leads to little progress. It only leads to more conflict. You know, you got to be able to come to a resolution in order to move forward. You know, because you can learn from differences in other people, and encourages enthusiastic approach to change. It's kind of scattered energy that needs a clear strategy, you know, like the King of Wands to implement whatever it is that you're having a vision about, that you're wanting to move forward on because you've gained some clarity and wisdom in a situation. You know, they're encouraging you to kind of, you know, get your ducks in a row in order to proceed forward. But it does symbolize, again, inner conflict, because we have here the Ten of Winter, you know, which is the end of a painful situation or a situation that was painful. Again, it can deal with betrayal. But it's pretty bad. Ten of Swords is bad. You know, betrayal, again, from someone that you trusted, or, you know, you could have betrayed someone who trusted you. So that's why you're kind of at odds with somebody. It's also, you know, again, it's the end of that. It's releasing that. You know, it'll get better from here. You know, but you've got to reflect on, again, the past, your role, whatever it is. Maybe this is where this clarity is coming in, because you got a bunch of cards up here. I think I was only aiming for 2 or 3, but, you know, more came out. But again, this being under the Ace of Winter, it's like you're gaining clarity about a situation that was painful, that ended, you know, possibly due to some sort of betrayal. And now you're needing to, as we go to the Prince of Winter, which is the Page of Swords, this is again about passion, enthusiasm, new projects or ideas. Again, it's swords energy, it's mental thinking. It's also communication. So you're possibly needing to communicate what it is that you've come into awareness about, or to try to heal a situation. You know, be the innovator, be passionate and driven about what it is that you're seeking here. This resolution or whatever it is, you're needing to be determined and focused on your goal here. That's why we have Don't Stop, which I'll read from there. It's grounding your thoughts before talking as well. You know, Page of Swords can also be defensive or offensive, but, you know, there's something here that's teaching you this situation. There's something here that taught you something about yourself. And, you know, again, it's this aha moment that you've coming into an awareness about. But again, there's inner conflict here, because we have two of Swords, which is, you know, you're conflicted because you're having a decision that you're needing to make in regards to this situation. And, you know, again, the Two of Swords is about being confused and needing to see both sides of a situation. It's about, you know, coming to a truce, a problem, resolving a problem using logic and intellect, new beginnings that can come from a solution. You know, it could also mean a difficult decision and avoiding it. You know, trying to ignore things, hoping it'll go away, but avoidance only leads to greater conflict. So, you know, perhaps there's a lack of information that you need in order to decide on what to do, or to see things clearer. You know, there's also a need for balance in your intellect. But again, there's a lot of swords energy here. So there is a lot of thinking and aha moments and action wanting to be taken, and someone needs to speak a truth. Again, but there's conflict or confusion on what to do, possibly due to fears or whatever. But we have here, don't stop, which is the message for you in all of your contemplating. It says, this is not the time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams, or plans. You are on the right path, and you should see progress as long as you stay the course. It's very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting just because they don't have your vision. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. So that's when I spoke of a head or heart decision. Because you've gained some clarity, they're saying, you know, you're on the right path. Whatever aha moments you've come to, whatever realizations you've come to in regards to this, you know, painful situation, they're wanting you to take initiative and to speak up. You know, make your choice. Get out of conflict. You know, don't stop, because you're obviously working through your shadow self or something, the lesson that was involved in all of this. You're recognizing things and you're seeing things again from a different perspective. And then what we have here of the why this is going on is we have greed, and then we have the Fool, and then we have scandal, surprise, and patience. Again, surprise is about, it could be, you know, a sudden aha moment. And oh, there goes my phone. This could also mean, again, this communication. You know, you're needing to communicate. If you want to get what you desire, you know, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. You know, and heal. We have scandal here, like the Ten of Winter. There was obviously something that went on here that you're, again, needing to act on. And if you want to get what you want, you're needing to communicate. But it's also asking you to have patience in this situation. You know, patience can just be to still yourself if you're, you know, stressing and worrying and ruminating thoughts, and because you're sending out a negative energy, you're setting up blocks for yourself, you're holding up your progress. Or they could be asking you to just have patience in the situation, because again, it takes two people. So if you're looking to reconcile with somebody or whatever it is, or embark on something new, whatever it is, you're needing to, you know, have patience in the process. And let us see, greed. What is it that you're desiring? Greed. We got Grand Consolacion, which kind of reminds me of the Seven of Cups. It's like thinking about all the possibilities of what it is that you want. And Grand Consolacion is like getting what you want after waiting for it for so long. So again, this is about desires, what you're wishing for. You know, you're dreaming about it, you're thinking about it, you're all in your thoughts. What do I want? What do I want to do? You know, you're thinking of all the different pros and cons and scenarios, and then you're trying to make a choice. Greed. Sorry about my phone. Greed. Greed, we have Morte, which is the Death card. And then we have La Donna di Servizio, which is the servant or the helper. Now, Hold on, let me, before I say anything, let me keep going. Then we have Lamante. Fool, we have Dottore, Il Ladro, Allegraza al Cuore. I'm going to explain this. I just want to get a more detailed thing here. Oops. Scandal, we have La Nemica, Belvedere, Jovine Fanciulla, and Lamante. Surprise, we have Amalto, Il Vivido, and Casa. Patience, we have, sorry, La Donna Maritata. And then we have Laterato. Oops. Take these. Disperata Jealousy. Mercante. Disgrazia. And La Lettera. So, the reason for all of this thinking, these aha moments, over this painful situation, the inner conflict, the needing to make a decision. Again, it's because you don't know what you want. You're possibly unsure if you should end a situation that you're currently in, because Morte is the death card. It's about endings, about detachment, abandonment. And La Donna del Servizio is the servant or the helper. And then we have, of course, L'amante, which is the female lover or someone who hides their affections. So perhaps, or you're unsure if you can get what you want because, you know, things kind of ended badly with this person. And you're unsure if, you know, this person will love you and possibly help you out. I don't know if you're looking for some kind of help, because we got codependency down here, but we'll get to that. Or again, you could be wondering if you know, if you should end a situation that you're currently in, if you're in a codependent relationship, because this person is helping you out. So it might be scary for you to leave that because you're unsure about the love of the person that you want to be with. Or again, it could be unsure about ending a relationship that you're currently in because it's serving some kind of purpose for you. Could be, again, security, you know, money, living, filling a void, meeting a need. Or again, it could be you're just unsure if you can get what you want because it's been so long that you've been away from this person. And you fear that, you know, that this person, that they're completely detached, emotionally detached. You know, that's why you get the morte and the l'amante, because they're not expressing their love to you. That's why you're unsure how they feel, or if you should voice how you feel. As we have here the Fool, and then we have Dottore il Ladro and Algrazza al Cuore. Dottore is a lawyer, doctor, someone who can solve a problem. This is also about healing. And then we have Il Ladro, which is the thief, someone who, you know, takes off with things that we hold precious and valuable. It could be our love, our money, our whatever it is, or somebody who, you know, stepped out. And because we got Algrazza al Cuore, which could be, you know, a third party situation, third party involved. That's why it says you might be conflicted in regards to a choice. Do I stay with this person, or do I go towards the person that I really want to be with? Because this other person is providing some kind of security, and then the other situation, it's unknown. So you're wondering if you should take a leap of faith, you know, if the situation can be healed, if you can get back what was taken, you know, what was lost, I should say. Or it's also about, you know, due to this third party situation. But Algrazza al Cuore is also about, you know, lightheartedness, celebrations, reunions. You know, you could be missing someone. You're wanting to heal a situation because you miss someone and you want to be reunited with them, but you're unsure if you'll be able to get what you want because it's been so long. And you're unsure about how the other person feels because they seem kind of emotionally, you know, detached. And they're not really expressing how they, you know, their love to you. So you're afraid to express your love to them, you know, and you're also wondering again if this, because the ongoing theme with the masculines is this money issues or this codependency issues. So, you know, again, wondering how they view you, you know, if they'll be willing to help you out because maybe you haven't got it all together yet, but you're working on it. So, I mean, again, there's this, you're trying to look to the future and see if you should speak up, if it'll pan out. You know, this is where you're conflicted, or if you should just not say nothing and just sit in all your whatever because it's safer that way, which is also where codependency comes in. So again, we'll get to that. Because we have scandal here. Oh my God, we're 27 minutes in. I got so much to do. We got scandal here, and then we have l'anemica, which is the female foe or someone who's not too happy with us. And we have belvedere, which is trying to see, you know, have the foresight to see long term if you can be with this person, you know, if she'll, you know, again show you her love, or if she'll always be kind of not happy with you because of whatever happened in the past. And then we have Belvedere, Giovine Fanciulla, which is an attraction to someone, and L'amante, which is the male lover, someone who's wanting to express their love and their attraction to someone, but they're uncertain about how that person feels or if they should, because again, there's a lot of fear going on here. That's why it's all this swords. It's just thinking. Which is doing nothing but just keeping you stuck, because that's what they're saying. You need to be innovative. You need to make moves. You need to speak up. You need to, you know, if you've gained some clarity, insight, you're needing to resolve this painful situation. Don't stop. Take off the blindfold. See things for what it is. Know what you want. Get out of conflict. You know, make your move. Because right now you're all in your head because there's a lot of uncertainty here. And that's why we have surprise. We have a malto, which is low morale. Like don't have the courage or the enthusiasm to speak up, to deliver this message, because you got regrets here about your living situation. Because of Vilvido and Casa, we got a person who's living in the past or regretful of the past. Maybe you regret leaving this person. Maybe you lived with this person before and you're having regrets that you left, you know, and you're wanting to voice that, but you're like, you got low morale. You're not doing anything because, again, we got here with patience. We have La Donna Maritata, which is the married lady, someone who, you know, we have a home life with, or that we want to have a home life with. It could be someone that we're married to or we're married to. We have Letterato, which is the man of letters, the man who's discovering things and going within. But you're feeling distraught, you're feeling despair, you're feeling uncertain. If you can negotiate with a mercante, perhaps you're at a distance from this person, or you're trying to negotiate a new beginning. An event, you know, some disgracia, which is like the tower. Again, it's an unfortunate event, something that ended badly. And we have la lettera, which is the love letter. It's expressing our feelings. So again, or maybe they're telling you, you know, patience can also mean time, feeling like time is running out. So you're doing all this reflecting, but you're feeling distraught because you're unsure. And should I, shouldn't I? What should I do? And oh my God, this is making me dizzy just looking at it. I feel the, you know, the craziness of it all. Again, because it's all thoughts, 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 thoughts. But Spirit is saying, don't stop. The fact that you're thinking about this, the fact that you got your aha moment, the fact that whatever, it's great. Now you just need to act. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. And this is what your current energy is, like what you're doing in regards to all of this. And we have wealth. Again, we got codependency down here, so maybe money is an issue. Money has been an issue with the masculine and the feminine. I mean, money is an issue for everybody. But, you know, maybe you're working on your finances. Maybe your finances are playing a role in whether or not you can move forward, because we have the gain card, which is kind of reminds me of the Chariot or the Six of Wands. It's about forward movement. It's about victory, you know, going for what we want. And then we have loss here. And then we have anxiety. And then we have peace. You know, again, we got finances and career down here. So we've got we got codependency, finances are an issue. We got deception over here, but again, we'll get all into that. Decisions needing to be made, people feeling like they're in a tough spot, but again, it's you're making it tougher because you're all in your head. You're fearing, you don't want to lose this person, you know, or you're fearing loss in some sense. You're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to gain victory over this situation. Again, you're trying to have wealth, abundance in this situation, or you're trying to get money together so that you can move forward, so that you don't lose this person or lose this opportunity. But again, you got anxieties, you got worries, you know, and you're hoping for peace. You're hoping for peace. Let's see, wealth. I hope you get peace too, because you're getting me stressed out just reading this over here. We got wealth, we got prosperity, regrets. This is also someone who's at a distance from someone. So that's what I said, you might need money to travel to see someone. You're longing to be with someone. See the lady with the boat over here. She's sitting, thinking about the past, feeling nostalgic, or again, having regrets. And we have sacerdote, which is, you know, spiritual counsel, spiritual guidance. This is also about healing. So maybe it's like you're trying to follow your spiritual guidance or wanting healing in a situation that you have regrets about, or that you're longing again to be with someone, so you want to heal the situation. And again, we have la conversación. You know, you're thinking about having a conversation, or you know you have to. That's why you got surprise down here. That's why you got Page of Swords down here. It's like somebody needs to come clean. Somebody needs to speak a truth. Someone needs to say what's on their mind. Someone needs to apologize or ask for forgiveness, or own up to their part, or whatever it is. You know this has to happen in order to fix this situation or to move towards what you want. And you know that it's difficult. We got militare, but you're strategizing. Maybe strategizing a way to bridge this gap, getting your money together. Again, you might want to travel to see someone. And then we got the foolish choices here, because you feel like you made foolish choices, or you were pleasure seeking and it kind of backfired on you. And then we have stanza, which is all about, this disheveled room. It's about secrecy and intimacy and privacy and sharing secrets, or again, coming clean about how we feel or our regrets. Needing to open up, needing to open up so that you can move forward here, or you're thinking about it because this is kind of what your current energy is. You're going to have to, in order to move forward, in order to not lose this person. Gain. Madonna just Servisio, again, the servant or the helper, or someone who's helpful to us, or someone who's been helpful to us, or maybe you're looking for someone to help you again, or or someone who is helpful and loving, or you're looking to gain this back, this support system, not in a negative way, not like support like, pay my way, or it could be. I mean, it just depends. If you haven't learned your karmic lesson, you could be looking for financial support, living support, if you're in your shadow self. But I don't think that that's what this is. This is you just wanting to gain back what you had with this person. Someone who was faithful and loyal and loving and there for you, and yada, yada, yada. And let's see, loss. Loss, we got Mercante again, because you don't want to lose this person. You're trying to negotiate, or again, this is somebody who's at a distance. You don't want to lose this person because you need to go see them or something. But again, you have anxieties, you want peace. I don't think I need to clarify that, especially since we're 36 minutes in. This is what the higher spirit message is for you here. Did I even read this Don't Stop? I don't even think I did. Let me read that first. I apologize. Oh, no, that's not it. Don't stop. Did I read that? Oh, I'm like... Oh, I did read that. Never mind. Okay, again, the higher self, the spirit advice, message, whatever. They're telling you to be in the present moment. All this swords action, all this is kicking out blocks, is keeping you stuck. Try to be present. What can you do in the present? You can get out of your ruminating thoughts and you can take action and communicate. Be present in the here and now. Stop fearing the worst. Well, if I do this, this might happen. And if I do that, that might happen. This is, don't do it. Don't be all in your head, because you'll never move out of your head. They're saying be grateful. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. So it's about being in the present moment, being grateful that you've had your aha moments, being grateful for the lessons, being grateful for the growth, being grateful for an opportunity, because as we've seen in one of the readings, I think it was the weekly reading, I think the Wheel of Fortune was there or something, that there's an opportunity to change this around. So they're saying to be grateful for that. Don't stop. Don't lose hope. And then we have marriage. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. It's about being committed to yourself, to your own self-healing, being committed to your path, your destiny, being committed to this relationship, to this person, if that's what you're wanting, and to be in joy. By enjoying this moment, I am giving thanks to God for my life. It's like you can't be in the woest, the shoulda, woulda, couldas, all in this swords energy. They're saying just kind of be at peace. Be grateful that you have, in the present moment, you have this clarity. Now just take action. Be committed. Like the King of Wands, be committed. Keep your eye on the prize. Be in joy. Shift your energy up from the stress and the worried and the regrets and the whatever, and do something about it. Do something to change it. Again, sitting in your head is not going to change anything. And your advice is flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And then we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So they're saying, put yourself out there. Say how you feel. Flirt. Express your passion, whatever. And then again, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So they're telling you here to be in the present moment. And then we had codependency with that. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now this could be, again, actual addictions, substance, whatever, ruminating thoughts, shadow self, any negative behavior patterns, thought patterns that are preventing you from moving forward, that are keeping you stuck. It could be actual codependency, like I said, on drugs, alcohol, living in situations or being in relationships or situations for living for living reasons, to have a roof over your head or someone to financially support you. Again, you might be codependent on another, and you're not stepping up to the plate and coming into your King of Wands energy, into your full potential. You're kind of staying in your karma, and you're needing to shed that. You're needing to get rid of that and learn to be more independent. So again, you enter into relationships for the right reasons. You complement each other. You're not going in it to have needs met or voids filled. So if you're in a situation like that, or you behave in a way that is like that, you're needing to address that because it's affecting you in a negative way. This could be part of your karma. Codependency. This is also about, again, being in our fears and our worries and whatever, because it stems from childhood wounding, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection. Whatever is your thing, it's playing a role in your adult life. And in order to heal oneself, to ascend higher, you're needing to apply some lessons here. You're needing to embrace this growth and embrace this change and embrace this opportunity to be a new you and to have a new start and have a new, more meaningful and abundant journey ahead of you by getting out of, the karma. And then we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And then we have past life relationship. You have known each other before, whether that's in this life or in the past lives or both. But this is obviously about you're wanting to reconcile with somebody, but you're all in your head. You're still operating in your shadow self. You're still in kind of codependent whatever, and you're needing to free yourself, as they say. And your challenge is the Hawk Prince, spirit communication, paying attention. Pay attention to these red flags, these messages, your inner self, guidance, or whatever it is. And then you have the Horse King showing up in the reverse, and it's about assistance and control. So again, codependency, fear, control, again, because we fear being hurt. We fear whatever, so we hold things in. We try to protect ourselves. We don't let go of this situation, even though this situation is no good for us, but it's providing something for us, some sense of security. So let's hold on to that instead of stepping up to the plate, stepping into one's own power, changing your life around so you're not dependent on anything or anyone. And you can become the King of Wands and be focused and future looking and again, standing in your truth and in your power, because it only makes you better. But when we try to control things, we do that out of fear. And fear plays a part in the codependency as well. So number 11, the Hawk Prince. The Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, letter, email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication, so pay attention when you think you hear something important pop out at you on the radio, on TV, or in overhearing the conversations of strangers, or in the tarot readings. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. That's why they say, don't stop. They're trying to show you the way. And then this came in the challenger position. The Horse King wants to know why you think you can do everything by yourself. Keeping control of everything around you is counterproductive and exhausting. You may lose an important opportunity if you insist on being stubborn. See? So I said, get out of your thoughts. Take the action. The Horse King is patient, however, and will wait for you to come to your senses and accept the help that you need. You won't be able to reach your goal otherwise. That's probably why the Donna Servizio was there. It's because if there is financial issues here, you know, it's not going to change overnight. As long as you're working on it, then that's good enough. But don't let that hold you back from speaking your truth. You know, don't let the fear of, you know, maybe this person, you know, won't help me out because they look at me as somebody who's mochi or whatever it is, or, you know, there's something here. They're saying, well, don't let that deter you from, they're saying, don't stop, you know, keep your eye on the prize. This stuff can be worked out. But, you know, if you're going to need help, be at least transparent in that, but don't be fearful. Yet the Horse King says that all it takes is a decision to jump on his back, ask for help, and graciously allow yourself to be carried to your destination. Let go of control and amazing things can happen for you. So again, get out of your fears, get out of your thoughts, get out of the woes. Oh, and then we get deception. This is, what is the likely outcome? Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And I said, well, why deception? Because I don't like those sneaky cards, and we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So either you're lying about the way that you feel by saying you don't have any attraction or you don't have any love or you whatever towards someone. So this is you hiding behind the mask, but you really do. Or this is the person you're dealing with. And they want to tell you, you deserve love. You are lovable. So again, sometimes we deny ourselves true happiness, true success, true love, because we don't feel that we're worthy. And that stems from childhood wounding. If you grew up in an abusive household, if you grew up in a house where you felt neglected or unloved, again, you enter into relationships in an unhealthy manner. And you either jump through hoops to prove that you're lovable to someone who is not giving you that in return, or you're the other type where you push love aside because you fear being vulnerable because you don't want to get hurt. It's a protection mechanism, and it's a learned protection mechanism that stems from childhood wounding, codependency. But they're saying you deserve love. You got to let all that go. You got to get those aha moments so you can heal yourself. Stop living a life of deception, you know, and be honest. And we got finances and career. Again, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So again, money, codependency, all this stuff going on. This is the ongoing theme. And I know that a lot of people are trying to get that. They've come to an awareness about that, and they're trying to get that under control. And kudos to you. That's why Spirit says don't stop. Keep working on that. You deserve love. You deserve to have, you know, the career of your dreams or abundance in all aspects of your life, spiritual, health, relationship, financial, whatever it is. You know, try to be present, though. Be committed. Go for your dreams. Go for what you want. Speak your truth. Let go of fears. Let go of toxic behavior patterns, karmic behavior patterns, conditioning, whatever it is that's been holding you back in your life. You know, and let go of fear. Let go of trying to control stuff. You know, staying in your head and not taking action and not speaking isn't going to change anything. It's just going to keep you staying in your head, not taking action. It's going to keep you stuck. So they're saying, let go of control. I think that came up in the weekly reading for both. Let go of control issues. Get out of your own way, as they say. And on that note, I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already, and do leave comments because I love to see if this at all resonates. And keep the faith, and I wish you luck. I say get out of your own way. We all got to do it. I know it's tough. I got to do it myself. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.